Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Veeam Community Recap. And I forgot the number. Let's go with 184. And I am back at the desk running crazy all over this planet. But I made it here for this. Good day, Madalina. How are you?
Hello, Rick, and hello, community. I'm doing all right. I was just mentioning that it's getting dark in here, so it's not summer anymore, that's for sure. But tell us about, we are in normal circumstances, but tell us about your trips because you've been like away for,
Yeah.
I don't know, a few days, a
And I
few
give it
weeks.
any moment now. The sun is going to like cut right across my face because I'm not usually at the desk this early. And then, like, it's getting darker for you later or earlier. It's getting light for me later. So we're 8:30 local time here at New York time. But so far this month, Maddie, I've been to Argentina, I've been to Chile, I've been to Florida. I just got back from Nevada. Next week I go to Sweden. Week after that, I'm in Seattle. Absolutely bonkers.
It
Whew,
sounds like that, Rick.
yeah.
And
But
then
you know,
October, the
not
big
not as bad.
moment of the
Not
year.
not as bad. It's a lot more manageable-ish for me in October. So I have at one point 2 straight weeks at home, so that's nice. But
Well, as for
I,
now,
but it's crazy. You had it a couple weeks ago with your run around. It's you kind of wouldn't have it any other way.
yes, that's true.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
don't.
bug. It's
It's
just like
you
you
kind
never
of
get
like
rid
it,
of it.
but it hurts. Anyways. But we have
You
some
have to find
rocking
the balance. Yeah.
there's high point. It comes and goes, and I'm right in the middle of it. I'm running hot. So, but speaking of running hot, much like my calendar, also the community. In fact, so much so we're actually going to break the rule today. So you ready to jump into it?
Let's do it because we have so much great content to talk about today. So
Yeah,
let's do it.
many tabs. All right, first up is Marty, and I added this one, so we broke the rule. This is my break of the rule. He's talking about the orchestrator recovering to Nutanix. I love this, and he's put it into GitHub as well, and that's really where the scripts are to make this happen. But I love some of the creativity coming out of the VRO Heroes Den, Maddie.
Yeah, absolutely. Really great post in there. So he created this script to basically help automate the recovery of VMs in a backup job and recovery orchestrator plan to Nutanix AHV. And then he gives us a full explanation and demo on how to set it up and use it. And of course, like any other script that you're going to use and is not really on the Veeam official uh, page, you should first use off production and you should pay attention to some requirements. He mentions it somewhere in there in the big long uh, post, and he says like, hey, if you haven't upgraded to Veeam Backup and Replication v12.2 or later, this is not going to work for you. So you should first do that, and then Veeam Recovery Orchestrator v7 or later, Veeam Backup for Nutanix v6.
Mhm.
So these should be the requirements in there. And then one more thing, like if you are looking as well in AWS or Google, there are some really good in the Veeam Hub as well. I think you are on the right page in the GitHub.
Mhm.
Uh, on the left side, there are some other good, really good scripts. So um, you should check it out as well, those ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, overall, really, really great post here. Really cool thing that Marty put together, and hopefully some of our community members are going to use it, and they are going to let Marty, give some know how it works, if it's good, and give him some feedback. If he has to improve on anything, if he should add anything, so that would be fantastic.
Yeah, this is fantastic. And the thought here is we haven't productized other hypervisors, but Marty's got with the scripts a way to take what the orchestrator has under management with Veeam backup and replication and then recover that to HV. The requests are out there. So obviously Marty's probably had that come up from a client matter. So thank you
Mhm.
so much, Marty, for sharing it. And you're right. You're right, Madalena. There is so many. like really solid, like good things in here. You know, you can find all kinds of other goodies in this Veeam hub, and that's just for the orchestrator. And then you go up for
Yeah.
the whole stack, and you can have some fun. Good stuff. Thank you, Marty. All right, this one was a fan favorite in the community this week. Matthias is sharing some details here on storage.
Exactly. Can you see how many comments did it get?
Yeah,
He did
12
like
so far.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job in here. It is a big effort from him, and really fantastic idea to collaborate with NetApp and Veeam on, performance values, because he noticed, like, while he was going through the this technical report for 948, he noticed that, like they were kind of lacking of detailed performance values. So he collaborated with Pete Ibarra, one of our super fun community. Thank you, Pete, for
Yeah.
supporting this. And then with I think Mitch and Alonso from NetApp, that also put together this technical report. And I'm sure this is going to have an impact. The idea, as I said, it came from a discussion he had with a colleague, and they were just like thinking about, hey, what speed can I expect from 24 HDDS in the system? Should I rather use FC or SAS? And so many questions. And then they realized, they went over a report and they just saw like, hey, but I can't really based my, like my kind of opinions on real, like I don't have facts you know to actually support these opinions that I have. So then he kind of decided to test, and it took a week apparently for him to do all these tests, and all those numbers, all those values that he got out of this test are in this technical report for 948. And definitely we are not going to go over all this report today, but definitely a good report to have a look at if you're using NetApp and Veeam, and it's just there. The link is just there. So good stuff in there. Amazing job,
Hmm.
Matthias.
Fantastic. Yes. Thank you, Pete. Thank you, Mitch. Thank you, Alonzo. And Matthias, I gotta tell you, I just love the you get the server on your shoulders, right? I like
Yeah.
there's a phrase, server hugger. I love it. I love it. And I actually, this is so German. I love it. I love how you have this photo of this right here, and then you have this, which is the same like logical option of it. I love it. It's fantastic. So really good stuff. And these speeds and feeds and these performance benchmarks, they matter. And so it's hard to do this, by the way, getting like the newest stuff. Like I have a lab, but it's not new anymore. So it's not really good for that. So whenever you have this stuff coming through, really good stuff. Thank you, Matthias, for writing it up, and I'm really glad it's also out there on the NetApp site. Rock on. All right, number three is this is a pick from you. Scott
Mhm.
is also talking some speeds and feeds here with flash system storage. This looks pretty interesting.
Yeah, definitely interesting as well. So he's showing us how to use 12.2 with the IBM Flash System plugin v2.0.26. Note that this is an independent plugin that works with 12.2 and probably with anything coming after v12.2. And it implements a full functionality set that was previously built into Vim Backup and Replication. And now what Scott is doing here is showing how is this different from when you are using it as part of VBR. And he's specifically discussing Vim's ability to perform storage level snapshots, and compares the two, the independent plugin performance with the integrated functionality previous v12.2. So then he gives us a demo, and he's basically showing it, that you can get more granularity using the plugin rather than when you actually had it in integrated in VBR. So that's a nicely done job, Scott.
Yeah,
It's
and these storage plugins, it's really good to have someone walk through it. A
yeah.
couple of different storage platforms, they have their own like integrated with Veeam or they're through the plugin. So writing this up this way is fantastic, Scott. To be real curious, I'll talk to you next month about it. I'm curious if you're putting some of your bigger systems on there. This guy, he backs up some of the biggest systems we know of. So rock on, Scott. Thank you for sharing. All right. That was three. This is four. Uh, keep going. Oh, Arnaud, thank you. Good to see you here. We haven't called your name in a while. Oh,
Yes, that's
SQL
true.
Server. Look at this. This is great. This is speaking to my inner former DBA. I love it.
Yeah. And with this number fourth, we are breaking the rules. So we
Whoa, and
haven't
he's got
done
a
it
good
in a
setup.
while.
Look at his camera. Look at that, Arnaud. Merci. This is
It, it's
great.
it's pretty awesome. You'll see it further down as well. How cool is it? I've never seen it this way. So yeah, if you're going to,
Well, and he's also doing AI voice dubbing.
yes, exactly. So it's really cool, actually. This
Oh,
video is really,
because
really
he's native
good, but
French. You know, he is, and
he's,
he leads our French speaking Africa user group too, as part of the team there. So,
yes, yes, he is.
whoa,
So I absolutely actually recommend because he's doing a full series of the Veeam backup to basics. So I think he has for right now he has like on his YouTube 3 episodes. And I watched this one and is definitely for anyone that is, has an interest in databases, SQL databases, and recovery with Veeam. And like he explains some concepts that might not usually be easy to understand in a very clear and easy to follow manner, but he manages to just make it simple and really, really easy to follow. And you know what?
the voice dubbing. I'm listening to that in
Oh,
the
you are
background. It
listening
is
to
not
it.
his
Yeah,
voice, but
it's
it's
not.
hilarious. It's good
It's
technology,
not.
but it's not quite amazing. But anyways,
Yeah, no, it's actually pretty good and easy to follow. So I definitely recommend it. He discusses technical functioning of Vim Instant Recovery for SQL DB. It shows us how to restore SQL database using Vim Instant Recovery. And then at the end, he also gives us some tips on how to optimize its use. He also has a good list of advantages of instant recovery for SQL Server DB. Like all are important if you look at that list, but of course, for any business, ultra fast RTO is the most important factor. That's why you use Veeam Instant Recovery. So it's really fantastic. I mean, he's just making here is just like a resume of whatever he's discussing, but he goes really into detail. It's a 20 minutes long video, so definitely recommend this and just go to his YouTube and watch the other two that are available right now. If
this
you
is
want to know more.
fantastic. So, wow. And Arnon, this, but just so you all know, I remember before Arnon even joined Veeam in his previous role, I was like, this one's good. We were actually going to make him a Vanguard, but then he joined Veeam, so he's got that spirit of evangelism. And Arnon, you do more here, we will notice. We have a program for
Yeah.
employees.
Well, there is a program for employees, as you said, right?
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
he should apply for that. I
Well,
don't
he
know.
should. Putting stuff like this out there is very, very good. So thank you so much, Arnon. It is a pleasure to call your name here on the recap and um, you know, doing it with the AI English dub. That's pretty cool. That, by the way, Maddie, that AI voice augmentation stuff is actually very good. One
Mm.
of the German team took one of my videos and gave it back to me in German, and I was like, it sounded like my voice too, which was really scary. So
Yeah. But
it's
yeah, very good quality of video. Maybe we can take some lessons.
maybe,
I don't
maybe.
know. What do you think?
Everything C3PO said is coming true when you can like talk to a person in one language and it come back in another. It's kind of weird. All right. Thank you so much, Arnon. Let's flip over to special department news. We had a release this week. Salesforce backup product version 3, Veeam backup for Salesforce is out. So you can check that out several new things with this one. Let me see if I can find the what's new. Let me go over to downloads. This is how you download products, by the way, with Veeam. And you will go find Veeam Backup for Salesforce, and there is a what's new in there, product overview. Go there. Anyways, couple of things that are with this just to keep in mind. A lot of new features. And if you don't back up Salesforce, you should really check it out. Now we have someone on our team that specializes in it. You can download a trial. It's a little tricky with the 50 user trial because it's not really the complete database, but maybe start with like a sandbox or something like that. But oh, by the way, that little widget I just closed, Veeam Data Resilience Summit, that's coming up. But anyways, congratulations, Andre and our team who's helped get this to the market. We don't talk enough about Salesforce, Maddie, but it's out
I
there.
know. I know. We should talk more about it, but then hopefully in the future we're gonna have, a community around it. We're gonna have some leaders that will set up a group and, we're gonna do more conversations on that and share more content in our recaps. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's still like, not that used yet.
I think it's just a different person, a different persona, a different
Mm.
audience, right? So I guess for those watching the recap, if you have Salesforce in your environment, please tell us how to talk to those people, or tell us, what they look at when it comes to backup. Or if you aren't backing up, talk to us and we'll give you a trial or something just to let you get to know this. Oh, look at that fancy little video. Look at that. You can in 60 seconds pull it out of the App Exchange. Good stuff. But anyways, check this out if you haven't already. All right, next up, the Vanguard blog spotlight. Ben Thomas. I can't remember, but chances are if their name's Ben, they're from New Zealand. But
True story, true
yeah, a true
story.
story.
But
So, anyways, looks like
yeah,
Ben is talking about quick backup with PowerShell, and I love quick backup, and I like PowerShell, and that's actually a good combination. So this is a pretty cool post.
yeah. So basically, as you said, he's talking about the PowerShell, powerful combination here that allows for automation and customization. This combination between quick backup feature and PowerShell, and he's showing us how to set it up and use it. And there are a few good reasons why we should. He says like, hey, there are really like these good reasons to use quick backup because it provides a more reliable recovery point, and it can also help keep a VM updated in preparation for leveraging Veeam's instant recovery capabilities, such as migrating to another platform, like moving from VMware to Hyper-V. That's what he said. So we must trust him. And of course, many more. And then he's also discussing requirements to be met in order to perform a quick backup. And he has a good demo in there to help us visualize this better. So I think this is a fantastic job, Ben. Thank you for writing that. And yeah, it's not
It
going to be the
is
last time we are mentioning you in the recap, I'm sure.
indeed, indeed, and it is a good blog post. And here's the funny thing: a lot of I don't know, maybe I just get too comfortable with English, and Maddie, maybe you can tell me, but quick backup at face value, the words means like, let me do a backup, but I'll do it quicker, right?
Mhm.
That's not what it means. So let me explain what quick backup is in Veeam technical terms, because I actually don't even know if yeah, there we go. It's basically an incremental backup of a single VM without running the whole job. Okay, so quick backup, piece of Veeam trivia for you, it kind of already existed forever. It was what we called the retry. If you had a job and you had several VMs in there and one of them did not process correctly, it would come back and just do that one, right? So, okay, you've seen this happen potentially. And quick backup is basically that same logic kind of extracted to be an ad hoc command. So you can run a one-time incremental backup just of one system instead of running the big whole job of everything. And that's really important, like if you're preparing to migrate it or if you're going to do some sort of disruptive test. So quick backup is really handy. You can right click it, but Ben's putting it here in PowerShell as part of a bigger workflow. Really cool stuff. Thank you. And indeed, I'm sure we will be calling your name again. And I'm really liking, by the way, the Vanguard block spotlight. That's a really nice innovation that we've done. So hat
Yeah,
tip
and
to you and
now
Nikki for that.
I like to call it VBS.
Ah, yeah, VBS. There we go. Vanguard block
VBS.
spotlight. All right, now special department. Hackathon coming up later this month. Do not miss it. Do not miss it.
Yes, registrations are now closed, but this would be like another more mention, to it. So just wanted to thank again, basically, Maurice and Jonah for all their
Oh goodness.
efforts.
It's a
It
year-round effort too. It's not
it
just this
is.
month. Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
year they got support from Tom May as well and Jos. So thank you to those two as well for the effort and for the contribution. So it kind of takes a village to put together this event, Rick.
Not
So
even
yeah.
kidding. Not even kidding. Awesome.
Oh
Thank
yeah.
you,
Thank you.
Jonah. Thank you, Maurice and Tom, as well as Yos. So thank you all.
And yeah, we are looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see the projects and like to get again like some great
Some
results
innovation,
out
some
of it.
creative
It
output
is.
is
It
fantastic.
is.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. All right. Not last up, not because I'm going to add something. Maddie's going to be saying, "Uh-oh, what's he going to do?" We've got this isn't a webinar. I want to call this more like an online workshop of some deep technical topics here, core concepts, best practices, and it's going to be done both in Mandarin and English and I got to give Anthony a double hat tip here for engaging on both. And yeah, 4 hours. You're not reading this wrong. It is a 4 hour session. Not that I can read Mandarin, but I see it down here. This looks like a really deep dive session. This looks really cool.
Yeah, totally. The one in Mandarin is gonna take place today when we are actually recording, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be on demand, so you can still rewatch it. We are going to share this link together with all the other links, so you can have access to it. The other one in English is going to be November 7th, but yeah, it's really up to you because obviously, if you prefer to have it in your own language, which is Mandarin, then you should just go for the on demand. The beauty of the one in English that is going to be later on is that you're going to still be able to, attend it live and ask questions. So,
Yeah,
in case
this
you
is,
have.
I mean, anytime, as a content deliverer, preparer myself, you always run out of time. And 4 hours is going to be great. All right, last special department. Maddie doesn't know it's coming. I just want to let everyone know that Veeam Data Resilience Summit is broadcasting 1st of October. But just finished our preparations for it internally. Myself, Kirsten, Emily got some great topics here for this. I guess if I could take you here, I'll show you. We're going to give you some product updates. There are demos. We're going to hear from data freedom and ransomware perspective. I mean, it's really good stuff. And a walkthrough of 12.2. And we have a great analyst on there, Krista Case. So, anyways, check that out. Veeam Data Resilience Summit. All right, who's new? Thank you, Sophia. Plus 92. Who's new? Plus 92. That rhymes. We do that on
Good
Thursdays.
number. Good number.
Yeah, exactly.
And good names.
Mm-hmm. Couple of people.
Mr. Orange.
I
I
know
like
this
that.
guy. Welcome, Edward. He's on our product. This is cool. Nick 5K. That's cool. Look at this one. Mama. That's funny. Anyway, some good names in there. Big welcome, everyone. All right. Sophia's picks for coolest usernames are Pure Mayhem and Lincoln Biz. I wonder if that's one of the May family. Tom May.
You think?
Maybe someone else coming out in there. I don't know.
Okay. Who
May I don't know,
knows?
but like Tom May, Jonah May, who else is in the May family
Pure
gonna
May.
Pure Mayhem? We'll have to look that one up and we'll see. All right. And then Alfred's pick this week is Mr. Orange. Only thing better
Ah,
would have been
that's
Mr.
the one I
Green,
liked it.
but okay. Awesome. Well, I guess the cat has a little bit of orange, or is that gold or yellow? I don't know. I'm kind of colorblind. All I see is green nowadays. I guess that's
I think it's a
yellow.
combination of the two.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. All right, Madalina, thank you so much. You know, friends, she curates this content, reads it, gets prepared, great comment. I just show up and come up with ideas and draw little lines on the screen, but she does
You
all
are
the
the
work.
super creative one that just, reads it on the spot and comments on the spot. So
Yeah, that's what I do. Thank you so much, Maddie.
thank you, Rick.
All right, next week we'll have to get tricky with it, but we will find a way. I'm going to be in Sweden, I think, but we will see you on the next episode. Have a great weekend, everyone.